welcome back. Quagram here, and welcome back to Behind the White Creepest. Yeah. One could say that I have fucked up. Or, yeah, that might be a bit too harsh to say, but, yeah. The next batch of journal episodes has been postponed due to, well, quite simply me lacking motivation and focus to finish the editing and writing and voicing and filming. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've been wasting my time, but I've been way too distracted by other things. And the main other thing is that I'm moving. So, yeah, I don't have time to deal with episodes right now. Well, those kinds of episodes. However, making behind the scenes episode in the old format is way easier to deal with. So I'm doing that instead. Now, I don't know if you're watching this on the day that entry 13 was supposed to come out, or if I simply missed that date, which is highly likely, in which case you're probably watching this on Monday, or if I really got delayed, watching it even later. So, yeah, just so you know. Anyways, this is going to be a special behind the scenes episode. So there's the reason I'm here up on the mountains. Got quite a few things planned, and yeah, gonna hop over to a special ladder I have somewhere here, and here it is. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna continue to explain what's going on in a time-lapse that I recorded quite a while ago. So I'll see you there. Alright, folks. So, you may see what I'm doing here. So yeah, this was recorded a while ago while I was having a serious writer's block. So as I was trying to figure out how to go further with my story, I marked up the mountain and yeah, started to hollow it out, as you'll soon see. Yeah, and once again there's that camera glitch, which yeah, it gave me a good look around the filming area, so I just left it in there. So yeah, as you can see here, I have started a very tedious job of digging out the yeah, outliners. So of course this is a pretty huge job, but yeah, it has to be done, of course. Yeah, so at this point in time I'm almost finished. Yeah, just one more edge, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to keep on commenting for this entire time lapse. Just talking. Meanwhile, there's supposed to be some background music. I don't know exactly what it's going to be, so I hope you're enjoying whatever it is. Yeah. So, you might be wondering what's supposed to be inside of this mountain. And I may have given some hints at it before. And yes, I'm going to explain it right now. Yeah, look, there's a huge opening to the outside. That's just something that happens when you dig that close. But yeah, I do of course patch this up between, yeah. Just so now there are two time-lapse clips. You're about halfway through the first one. And between those two I fill up those gaps, so yeah. But yeah, there's going to be a small city under a mountain here. I'm not gonna spoil everything, but yeah. The name of the city is, let's see if I get it up here. I do have it noted down. Yeah, so the name is Fanmo Pashna, which probably means nothing to you unless you're a Lowspanist, because yes, I am doing Lowspan in this series, as I do have made some plans on. Yeah. So I can't go in too much detail into Fanmo Pashna, but it's of course going to be a huge deal. And as you will see in the next time-lapse clip, this this hollowed out mountain is of course going to connect to the ruins, which is going to be just a small part of all of this. So there's a lot of work to be done, and I don't know how far I'm gonna get in this episode, but hopefully I will have completely hollowed out everything. And yeah, and you might think that this might be a bit small to be a whole city, and yes, it is a bit small. There's going to be more. It's gonna hollow out a lot more later, but gonna have one district finished first, and then we see, yeah, where we're gonna go afterwards. One of the first things I'm going to create. Oh, there we go. Now we're over to the next time lapse. So yeah. So one of the first things I'm going to build here in yeah, in the break from the series is going to build some sort of residential area and a lot more. It's going to be a lot of things to develop the lore of the story I'm making. Of course, to avoid spoilers, I can't go into detail about what's going to be created, and when I do those constructions, I will of course have to be careful not to spoil things that I have planned, which is going to be difficult. Yeah. So yeah, of course, as you can see here, I have filled up those gaps between the clips, between the recordings. So yeah, apparently did that outside of replay mod. Alright, just a few more layers to go before this place is mostly flattened. But of course I'm gonna go even deeper down on this, if I recall correctly. So this is going to be a huge place, of course. And when the whole city is finished, it's going to be even bigger than this. So yeah, in a way you might think that this is pretty big, and now you see me connecting this place to the ruins, as you can see down in the right corner. Yeah. So this was made before I added that iron golem. So yeah, you see that very thin wall. So yeah, we are nearing the end of this time lapse. So I hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, I think that's enough rambling, and yeah, I will get back to continue clearing out and flattening out the, well, holding out the rest of this thing. Yeah, as soon as this time lapse is over. As you can see, there's a lot of work left. A lot of work. But hopefully within this episode it will all be cleared out. So yeah, maybe I will have time to do some more, but yeah, this will probably already be late, so yeah, we'll see. Anyways, Quagram out for now. And I am back. So hope you enjoyed that time lapse. Now it's it's about time I continue with clearing out all of this stuff here. So, yeah. I haven't decided exactly how far down I'm going to go, but I think this level is just about good enough. Although I do have, yeah, there's a couple more blocks before I hit the tunnel, so yeah. As you can see, this is the other side of the iron golem. So yeah, it's right there. Alright. So, yeah. And as you might have seen in the time-lapse, I had frequent trips to recharge my hammer. Which of course is necessary when, yeah, taking out all this stuff. So, this might be overkill, but I brought a little less than half my iron storage. And I prepared them all to give me the iron blocks I need to do stuff. So, yeah. This is, yeah, I'd say it's pretty awesome to do this. Just see all that iron just pour down like a fountain. All the way from the top, all the way down. You know what? That's a thumbnail. Actually, I might retake that. Alright, maybe. I gotta do this one more time. To thumbnail it one more time. Because epic. Oh, it's almost empty. But yeah, one more time. Ah, I can't catch it. Oh well. Yeah, that might be the thumbnail. Or maybe I'll just come up with something else. Awesome device. Anyways, with that, I now have all the iron I need for a while. So, yeah. I'm gonna try not to use all the liquid iron, because yeah, you never know when you need to do some more, yeah. Yeah. You never know when you need some more liquid iron. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm going to, oh, here it is. Gonna repair my stuff now. Yeah, that's cobalt. Yeah, that's also cobalt. That's mostly cobalt. Also the shovel, which I don't really use much. Alright. And with that, it's about time I get started here. Now, I think this episode has had enough time-lapse for now. So, oh, hello there, Mr. Darkman. Yeah. In case you don't know, Callisto made the name Darkman for the Enderman, so that's what they should try to adopt it as. Hello, the Darkman. Scary little dude. Yeah. I'm probably protected enough to fight those things now, but yeah, I'd rather avoid it. I don't really need those pearls at the moment. I mean, why would I ever need ender pearls? I mean, with this sling, come on. sling and those lovely slime boots. I mean, ender pearls are completely obsolete unless you need to find one of those strongholds. So yeah, I'm gonna dig this out, and maybe you'll see a time lapse at some point, but probably not. I will see. So yeah, try not to look at that thing, and I will see you in a few moments. And I am back. So yeah, everything had been hollowed out, but I decided to just go ahead and start some expanding right away, because I realized that this space it's pretty sizable, but kind of feel like I need something more. So I measured up some more space. Let's see. Whoop. Yeah. So it's not much I managed to grab right now, since the next expansion will require some terraforming on the surface. Gonna show you. It's night. That's not exactly perfect, but fine. Okay. So I have expanded over here, as you can see, the measuring cobble, as you probably also saw in the time lapse. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue with digging out this expanded part, and after that, we'll see what I come up with. Maybe I'll start making outlines for the buildings of the district, and hello there, Mr. Creeper. Harmless as always. You know, I'm thinking I might be getting spoiled with those dead creepers. Oh. But yeah, the next expansion will be in this direction, which will grab even more territory. However, when doing so, I would need to do some terraforming to fill this small hole here, since the roof might, well, get too close to the surface. And if I want to expand even more after that, yeah, I might need to close the gaps between these two mountains. So, yeah. We'll see how that goes. Probably won't do any. I probably won't do any more expansion after this small piece right now. So, yeah. So I'm going to finish up digging out this little piece here, and I will be back in a few moments. And I'm back. So, as you can see, I have dug out that extension, and as you can also see, I have marked up the floors. So, yeah. As you can see, the floors are going to be yeah, pretty high. Gonna try to have a double block space between the floors if possible. Yeah, there's going to be 3 primary floors, and probably a network of tunnels or something below the bottom there. And above here, there's going to be 1 partial floor with something more, which is not entirely decided on what it's going to be, but yeah, I have started to mark up what that's, yeah, exactly where that's going to be. So of course it's night again. Bless my luck. Oh, hello there, Skelly. I think I'm just gonna try to evade. Yeah, as you can see, I have gotten to the top of the mountain here and marked up some space. So if we can maneuver around to show you without being shot at or blown up or zombified. Overs, webbed. Oh, hello, Mr. Creeper. Yeah, you despawned, of course. What was that? Oh, it's a glowing sheep. Huh. Must be a torch nearby. That was really odd. Yeah. So, as you can see, I have marked up some top here. I'm also going to dig up the roof a little bit, which in some areas will require a little bit of terraforming. So, yeah. Once the next level is the one I'm marked up here is completed, dug out, but yeah, at least one floor. I might be able to make two. We'll see. Once that's done and the proper third floor is at the right height and all the terraforming is done, then that will be the end of this episode. So I suppose I should just oh, yay. Yeah, I suppose I just try to get in away from all these mobs and yeah. Can I get back to you later? Can I make it up? Nope. This is why I have back entrance, or rather top entrance. And why I always use these boots. Alright. Now I'm in safety, I can safely end this clip. So I'll see you in a little while. Well, looks like that's it for the digging. So yeah, I got a lot out of the upper floor, and I believe I can flatten out that little piece here by some terraforming later on, because that's where things go a little bit down. So yeah, suppose I could flatten out that at some point. There's also a lot of possibility of expanding in, see, that direction. Yeah, that direction should be it. Had a look at the terrain and all that, and yeah, obviously, of course, seeing things in different perspectives, from down here contra up there, it's a bit disorienting. So just to confirm which direction that is. Yeah, it's out here. So that means that if I fill up here, I can do a lot of expanding in that direction. And I also need to fill out another piece of downgoing area to find that. I think, yeah, this one. Yeah, here I need to do some more terraforming. But yeah, for this episode I'm only going to do the essential terraforming, which is to fill all those huge holes that have been popping out, like this one. Massive hole. So yeah, these two holes here in particular is going to be the biggest problems with maintaining continuity with the yeah, filming area. So I'm sure it's not going to be too much of a problem. I mean, I could just try to snake the mountain around a little bit bigger. Try to make this slightly more like a cliff. Yeah, try to make it as unnoticeable as possible, but yeah, it will be noticeable. But yeah, ever since I upgraded the interior of the ruins, which yeah, you probably haven't seen that yet at this point, so I'm not gonna show you. I'm not that worried about making things look the same anymore. So, but yeah, I made a massive upgrade to the ruins, which made me realize that I don't really need to keep things 100% consistent. Making upgrades on the way just makes things better. Just gonna have to try to keep things semi-consistent. Now, since this episode started off with a lot of time lapses, I think I'm going to end this up with a time lapse of me terraforming all of these holes, and yeah, we'll see how that goes, and I will end the episode there. So I will see you in that time lapse, and yeah, see you in a moment. And I am back. So yeah, I have at this point of recording just finished editing this very time lapse you're watching right now, and yeah, I'm making a live commentary as I'm rewatching it, reviewing it. Yeah, so I decided to go as detailed as possible with this stuff here. So as you can see, I am very thoroughly filling its place with stone, trying to get as little trapped dirt as possible. Yeah, took a few minor shortcuts, but there's no way those will come up. So yeah, as you can see, I try my best to maintain the the original squared room shape, and then just try to fit the mountain around it, which took a bit of creative thinking, but I think the end result didn't end up so badly. So yeah, just about done on this side, and the camera will now pan around slowly to the other side of the mountain here. Alright, here we have the other two huge gaping holes. They are a little bit smaller than the other two, but still they need to be filled. So here you see me going at it. Yeah, that's one done. And then there's the other. Then just a little bit of shaping left, and yeah. Although I'm realizing now that this might be a little bit boring. I don't know. Since I just edited this and well, done all this, I'm not quite sure if I'm the right to judge if this is boring or not. Anyways, now that I'm done with all the stonework, and I've at this point started with all of the dirt covering. So as you can see, I have covered up one hole right now, and got disoriented and patched a small piece that was not what I'm supposed to patch up. That once happens when you watch a new TV show on the other screen. Yeah. But yeah, this took a lot of dirt, but yeah, considering all the dirt I took out of the mountain during this episode, I had no problem covering that cost. It also cost a lot of stone, but Not even close to out of the mountain. Obviously. So yeah, that's it for this time, and yeah, that's it for me. Program out.